How's it going? Wednesday, October. When you're retired, you tend to lose track of the dates. The 8th was Saturday, I know that. Sunday is 9th, Monday 10, 11th, today's the 12th. October 12th, 2022. I'm continuing a series, Baseball Hall of Famers, comparing them and matching them up. Take two players, similar careers, but who's a greater player? I like doing players who play about the same number of games and in the same time period. And ask the question, who's a greater player? As far as stats, achievements. How about these two guys? Have you heard of them? Willie Keeler, Willie Keeler, and Jesse Burkett. Jesse Burkett, who's greater? All right, Jesse Burkett, when did he play? I've got him here. 1890, 1905, 16 years. He plays 2,067 games. Second player, Willie Keeler, played 1892, 1910. He plays 19 years. But listen to this. He plays in 2,123 games. Burkett, 2,067. Keeler, 2,123. That's a difference of roughly 180 games. Roughly. Keeler plays 180 more games than Jesse Burkett. So let's compare their matchup and their careers. See who outperformed the other person. Okay? 20 categories. Take their stats. Compare them. Career average, runs batted in, home runs, triples, doubles, singles, total bases, slugging on base, base on balls, stolen bases, 100 RBI seasons, who had the most, 100 runs scored seasons, who had the most runs scored in a season, most RBI in a season, highest average in a season, most hits in a season, 200 hit seasons, and total career hits. Who do you think wins the matchup? Let's find out. Willie Keeler, 341 career average. Jesse Burkett, 338. Very close. Give it to Keeler. I'll write it down here. See who wins out of 20 categories. 1-0 Keeler. Most runs scored. Career. Keeler, 1,719. Burkett, 1,720. Yet Keeler played 180 more games. Give it to Burkett. 1-1. Isn't that interesting? Jesse Burkett scored one more run than Willie Keeler. Runs batted in. Keeler, 810. Burkett, 952. Again, Keeler is playing more games. Just 180. So it's like a full season. Give it to Burkett. 2-1 Burkett. Home runs. Keeler only hit 33. Burkett, 75. 3-1 Burkett. Triples. Keeler, 145. Burkett, 182. 4-1 Burkett. Doubles. Keeler, 241. Burkett, 320. Have you heard of this guy, Burkett? He's a good player. Singles. Keeler, 2,513. Burkett, 2,273. Give it to Keeler. Total bases. Keeler, 3,562. Burkett, 3,759. Beats him by 200. 6-2 Burkett. Slugging. Keeler, 415. Burkett, 446. It is 7-2 in categories. Burkett. On base, Keeler, 388. Burkett, 415. Looks like Burkett's running away with this. 8-2. We'll see. Base on balls, Keeler, 534. Burkett, 1,029. 9-2 Jesse Burkett. Stolen bases, Keeler, 495. Burkett, 257. Keeler, faster runner. It's 9-3. 100 RBI seasons. Keeler didn't have any. Neither did Burkett, so it's a tie. We've got a tie here. Neither of them had a 100 RBI season. How about 100 runs scored seasons? How many? Keeler, 8. Burkett, 9. 10-3 Burkett. Most runs scored in a season. Keeler had 165 one year. Burkett came close, 160, but give it to Keeler. Most RBI in a season. Keeler's highest was 94. The highest for Burkett, 94, a second tie. Highest average. Keeler had a 424 one year, his highest. Ooh. Burkett, not bad, 410, but you got to give it to Keeler. 10-5. Most hits in a season. Keeler, 239. Burkett, 240. 11-5. Burkett. Most 200 hit seasons. Keeler had 8 of them. Burkett, 6. Keeler. It's 11-6 Burkett. And in the last category, career hits, Willie Keeler, 2,932. Burkett, 2,852. So, Keeler wins in career hits, but he plays 180 more games. So how many hits a season is Burkett averaging? I'd say about 150 at least, maybe 160. So if Burkett has 2850 and Keeler has 2932, Burkett would have surpassed, because he's only 50. He's only 70 hits short of Keeler in career hits. But if Keeler has more games and Burkett plays those extra games, Burkett surpasses Keeler. I'm going to give that one to Burkett. So the final score out of 20 categories is Jesse Burkett, 12. He wins 12 of them. Keeler wins 6, and they tied in 2 categories. Who's greater? According to this, Jesse Burkett. How about that? He played from 1890 to 1905. He has a 338 career batting average. Now, Keeler, 341. So he has a better batting average. But Burkett outperforms him in 12 categories, and especially in career total hits. So if you ask me which player would I take, Willie Keeler, old school, or Jesse Burkett, he's in the old school too, because they played in the 1890s and the 1900s. I take Jesse Burkett. I thought that's interesting. You take two players in the same era, and if you hear someone say, I really like Willie Keeler, and another guy says, I really like Jesse Burkett, and maybe you haven't heard of them, but I looked at their careers, outstanding players. 338 for Burkett and 341 for Willie Keeler. I'll have to take Jesse Burkett, asking me. So it's just fun. We're doing these YouTube videos, looking at players, matching them up. Who's greater? Who's better? Who outperformed? These guys had similar careers, and Jesse Burkett outperformed Willie Keeler. But nothing to take away from Keeler. If you have a 341 career batting average and you have 2,932 hits, I asked Keeler, why did you stop? I'm looking at him. Let's see. Keeler. I've got him here. He plays from 1892 to 1910. He has 2,932 hits in 19 years. Now listen to this. He starts at age 20, and he went to age 38. So if you're 68 hits shy of 3,000, why did you stop? You're only 38 years old. Play another season, get those 68 hits, you would have had 3,000 hits. And Jesse Burkett, listen to this. He starts at age 21 and plays till 1905, but he stops at age 36. And he has 2,850 hits. So he's 150 hits shy of 3,000. But he's only 36 years old. He stops. I mean, at 36 years old, he had 147 hits. So he's 150 hits shy, right? Play that extra year to get the 3,000 hits. Maybe play another 2 years. 75 hits one year, 75 the next. Stop at age 40. What gives with these guys? Don't they know their stats? Come on, 3,000 hits is much better than 2,850 or 2,932. I don't know. I don't understand these guys. If I was a major league player, I'm looking at my stats. And if I have 2,932 hits, I keep playing to get that 3,000. If I have 2,850 and I'm only 36 years old, I keep playing. Anyways, thanks for watching here. We'll continue the series on who is greater. We'll look for more matchups for players who had similar careers. Talk to you later. I'm out.